Hi guys, Dawn here. Today I've got the Final Fantasy VII TCG starter set, which looks freaking awesome with the Advent Children cloud in the front. A good way to get started if you're interested in the Square Enix franchise TCG game. I think getting a starter deck is definitely the easiest way to get involved in any card game. This one was box listed as $11.99, but along with the Final Fantasy XIII one, managed to pick them up half price for £6, which I was like, holy hell! There was only like a couple of the Final Fantasy VII ones left. All the Final Fantasy X were sold, and there was like loads of Final Fantasy XIII. So I think it shows the popularity of the different versions. But I'll be cracking this open to show you. Still in its cellophane, it's not been opened yet. But I'll be opening it now for you guys. To start with, we have the rules. Very important for any beginners that want to learn to play the game. It does come with the rules, so you don't need to already know how to play to pick this game up. It's got a very nice starter guide with full colour pictures, which is really nice. Sort of nice and easy to follow descriptions of how to play the game. Also for beginners, it comes with a paper playmat. I think most of the kind of hardcore TCG players of any game have their own playmats that are made of like same sort of material as mouse mats. But this is still a good way to stop your cards getting damaged and just to give you a good idea of where you're supposed to put your cards, since the zones are marked out here, here, here. And it tells you in the bottom corner like how your turn's supposed to go, just as you're learning. It's also got a list of the other cards on the back, which is nice, so you can see the other art. But this is the deck itself. It's still in its cellophane, as you can see. It's completely wrapped. Let's see, we'll bust it open and have a look. I have opened the Final Fantasy X one, but I should have that on my channel as well. I don't know though, because I kind of opened it and demolished it to try to make a deck, but I didn't really manage to make a decent deck to play with. But I'll show you these cards anyway. I'll try to do it as close up as possible, though my camera isn't great. So we'll have multiple versions of some of the cards just to make the deck playable. Cloud. Oh, I'll read Cloud out actually. The cost required to play Cloud onto the field is reduced by 1 for each Category 7 forward you control. Each time a forward you control attacks, it gains 1000 power until the end of the turn. Clim Hazard. Choose one forward, deal 8000 damage. So pretty strong card for a starter deck. 9000 attack. We'll go for Zangan. We're gonna have like quite a lot of sorry, it's two of them. Tifa. Bammets. Ooh, reds. Ifrit. Oh, that's one of my favourite summons in the game. I love Ifrit. I like all the different arts from all the different Final Fantasies. It's like pretty much a must for any hardcore. This game is pretty much a must for any hardcore fans of the series. It's Final Fantasy Tactics artwork. I love Final Fantasy Tactics. Vincent. Good old Vincent and his awesome cloak. So we've got art from every different kind of Final Fantasy, including some of the concept arts, stills from the games, or just general character art. I think I like the concept arts better than the stills from the games, but that's just my opinion. You know, I like stuff like this. Looks funny. Female Dark Knight, the big ponytail, well, the pigtails, and these wee chibi black belts as well. Summons look great. Check the proportions on this guy though, when your wrists are wider than your neck. The monk from Final Fantasy Tactics. That's all the cards in this set. I think it looks pretty good. Not as good as the Final Fantasy X set, which I think is actually the best out of the 3 starter decks. But it's still cool to have the Cloud. It's probably one of the main ones you want to have here. Tifa. A bit of side boob action. We've got Red the dog. And I guess Wedge and Jessie are okay. Barrett's a bit of a fan favourite, isn't he? Biggs is okay. Yeah, and then we had Vincent, but I seem to have lost Vincent. Ah, there he is. Vincent. When Vincent attacks, Vincent gains first strike until the end of the turn. 7,000. Not bad. Not bad. I like that art for him. It's quite nice and simple. He's usually all like emo with the cloak blowing and billowing, and you're like, and he's all like, it's all black and red. Like I really liked even the Dirge of Cerberus game, the kind of spin-off from it. It was really cool. I think Final Fantasy VII is a good Final Fantasy, a little overrated I think, just because it happens to be the one that's got the movie, though I think Final Fantasy 15 also has a movie. I think I have it over there, but I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I have to get around to watching Kingsland V at some point. But I hope you enjoyed watching and checking out the Final Fantasy 7, 13 and 10 like decks. If you've got this game, you can let me know below what you think of it. If you're a big Final Fantasy fan, let me know what your favourite Final Fantasy is. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks very much, and leave a like and a comment if you can.